Senior citizen turns grocery store into drive-in. The literal grand opening. Written by Dave of All Styles. Read by Dave of All Styles. The Stop and Shop in Shady Acres, land of 1,000 retirement villages, had been a fixture of the community for 47 years, which was impressive given that there had been so many accidents in the parking lot. Most of the senior residents called it stop and crash. At least the crashes were limited to the outside of the store. Until yesterday. Yesterday, Tom Peterson, 84, finally did what generations of his neighbors had only joked about. He drove his 2011 Buick Enclave directly through the automatic glass doors, past the customer service desk, and came to rest in aisle 7, canned goods. No, 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 Tom muttered to no one in particular, cranking the wheel left as though this were merely a difficult parking maneuver and not, by any reasonable measure, a structural emergency. I'm here to get soup. He looked to his left. Oh, there it is. By 7:15, a crowd of approximately 35 senior citizens had already gathered, mostly on their walkers, to watch the spectacle unfold. They ranged in age from 72 to 96 and had collectively seen more action at this stop and shop than most war veterans. They knew the aisles by name. They knew which checkout lanes moved fastest. None of them, but the one on the far left, looked promising if you squinted. They had opinions about the produce. That's my idea, said Elizabeth Kowalski, 88, pointing to the carnage. I've been saying for years they should widen the entrance. Tom had retrieved his can of creamy tomato soup and was now in the checkout line. Someone get the manager, said Gerald, 79, who had been appointed unofficial neighborhood historian, despite having Alzheimer's and a tendency to get details wrong. They don't have a manager, said Doris, 82. They've had a manager sign on the door for 6 years, but nobody's actually seen a manager. Right. Someone get the sign. By this point, Tom was at the front of the line. That'll be $4.29, said the cashier, who had been ringing up customers the entire time because this was Shady Acres, and you don't stop working just because a Buick has entered the building. I just wanted to stop and shop, Tom said, as though explaining the concept of the store's name to the store itself. I shopped, but I forgot to stop.